Weather on the go. Buck live at the Ohio Expo Center for Oktoberfest. Hey, pal.
Yeah, good morning. We're going to have a lot of fun here this morning from Oktoberfest. And boy, Cam versus Buck segments today. It's going to involve some eating, I believe some yodeling. I'm not quite sure what else, but you got to stick around for that. We're doing weather on the go, so let me step over here to the side and bring in the weather graphics and talk about what we've got outside. We've had some fog out to the east specifically here this morning. So as we take a look at some of the cameras here, I've been watching fog. Cambridge, seeing some pretty dense fog there this morning. Cambridge, Athens, areas to the south and east picked up more rain yesterday than the rest of us. That's why we're seeing about 2 miles visibility of fog in Cambridge right now. We're seeing about a quarter-mile visibility in Athens. That's only 4 football fields in Athens, so give yourself some extra time if you're heading to the south or east this morning because they are seeing some of that fog. As far as temperatures go, right now we're sitting very comfortable in the mid-50s. I mean, temperatures couldn't be better. And Oktoberfest this weekend, weather's going to cooperate. Fantastic for that. Bus stop forecast. I just checked. As of the last check there, nothing on our map showing any delays or cancellations because of the fog. 57 degrees though for the kids heading out the door this morning. By the time they head home, 75 degrees. A couple clouds later today, maybe a stray shower. We'll get to all that coming up here in just a little bit. But got a lot of fun planned here from Oktoberfest, Columbus Oktoberfest. Stick around. Katie, how are the roads looking?
We're going to toss things over to you. How's the weather going to look for this weekend?
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic weather. I mean, there's been years where we had rain. By the way, I had to change into a different wardrobe as well. But there's been years we've had rain, no rain at all for the Columbus Oktoberfest just this year. And I'm joined now. I'm gonna be, I guess, introduced to the polka again. I took ballroom dancing in college. We've got Daniel Tackett, owner of Fred Astaire Studio on Bethel Road, and Simona. Simona's gonna be, I guess, you'll take the lead, right? Showing me how to do polka. Daniel, what are we doing here today?
All right, so we do a little basic polka. We'll be down here all weekend helping people do some polka or Viennese waltz, whatever you'd like to try. We're here all weekend helping with that. But we'll demonstrate a little bit for you.
Okay.
You're just gonna basically kind of shuffle sideways. Guys go to the left. We have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back to the right.
So just count to 3, that's it? So yeah. we go to the so we
like
go this way, right?
Mode. Yes, this hand's going to go
okay.
here.
There you go.
So we do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. There, I got it.
All right, rotate it.
We just spin around?
Yeah.
All right, how's this look? Good?
Oh, wait, there's more.
Oh, there's more?
Yeah, we're going to throw in a little
okay.
promenade.
All right.
So this one's almost like skipping together. So you got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we keep her on the outside so we can turn on the inside.
Okay. I don't know what that means, but we'll...
You're going to be the center and make her go around you.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3,
through the middle,
3, 1,
to the
2,
side,
3, 1,
through the
2,
middle.
3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Good?
Yeah.
Good. Thank you, Simona, very much. Daniel, thank you very much.
Good job, man.
We'll high five. I don't know. So you guys will be out here all weekend long, so if someone wants to learn how to do the polka or the
polka, Viennese waltz, we'll play a swing. We'll be on both dance floors, coming in and helping people out with whatever. There's a lot of variety of music here this weekend. So.
Cool. Awesome. Well, thank you both very much for coming out here early this morning.
Our pleasure.
So we're going to bring in the augmented reality graphics now and talk about the forecast here of what you can expect if you're coming out. I mean, we're looking at just some fantastic weather. So let's bring in the graphics here from the top and show you exactly what we are looking at. Again, for this weekend, weather looks dry. Your weather headlines today, nice and cool, maybe a stray shower in the afternoon. We'll show you that on Futurecast. Slowly warming up as we head through the next several days. So 75 today. By the weekend, we're back in the low 80s. Hot Sunday and next week, and generally staying pretty dry probably till the middle or maybe even the end of next week. Look at that sunrise. That is a beautiful sunrise this morning. Looking from our station off to the east. 56 degrees right now. North winds at about 5 miles per hour. Now, we're fine in Columbus. You can see clear skies, but if you go down to the south, we've had fog in Athens and Guernsey County this morning. That's where we've seen the worst visibility, about a quarter-mile visibility there. And as we move ahead into the afternoon, we'll see a couple of clouds, try to squeeze out a few spotty showers, but 75 for the high today. Really refreshing. Feel free to open up the windows to the house and enjoy that nice, cool, dry air moving in. 71 at lunchtime. Notice a little bit of green popping on Futurecast here as we get into the afternoon today. So again, a spotty shower or two possible this afternoon. Most of us stay dry, and it's going to be very light, quick rain if you get anything. It's not going to last long or really cause too much of an issue. Back down to the mid-50s tomorrow morning. Sunshine comes out in the afternoon. As we go through the day tomorrow, we start that warming process a little bit. So we're going to get up to 72 at lunchtime. 80 or about 78 for the high tomorrow. Not 80 yet. We'll get to that eventually by the time we get to Saturday and Sunday. So let's talk about that. For today, 75, tomorrow 78, and then we're at 81, 87 for the weekend. So by Sunday, it's going to get hot. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the humidity starts going up a little bit for us. We might get some rain Wednesday, but a better chance, I think, Wednesday night into Thursday maybe. It's a cold front coming through, and it just keeps slowing down. It looked like it was going to come through Monday, Tuesday, and now it's looking like Wednesday. And I think, honestly, Wednesday, Thursday is the latest trend of where that rain's going to come through. So most of the rain the next 7 days, very, very light and spotty. This weekend, though, looking fantastic if you want to come out to the Oktoberfest here in Columbus. So great weather this weekend. Cam's coming back in a little bit. We're going to do our first Buck versus Cam segment in about 30 minutes, so stick around for that. Right now, back to the studio. How was the polka dance, guys?
You were pretty good. A little light on your feet there. Lighter than I thought you might be. But I guess that's from all the running you do.
I give you a 6.5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd go that high, but
Thank you. He likes it.
Well done.
Let's get out there to Buck. He is at Oktoberfest with weather on the go.
Good morning. That's shot, guys, of the sunrise that was behind you guys. That's like a postcard. That's a fantastic sunrise here this morning. Beautiful morning, nice and cool. It feels like Oktoberfest. Columbus Oktoberfest kicks off tomorrow. Well, they've started doing some of the celebrations last night, but officially out here at the Ohio Expo Center, the fairgrounds, it starts tomorrow. So weather-wise, we're looking pretty good this morning. We have had some fog to the south and east here this morning. As we bring up the big monitor here and show you, we're looking at beautiful sunrise there in Licking County. I don't know what it is this morning, but that sunrise is just beautiful. Now the fog in Athens and Cambridge on the far right side there, it's improved. However, you take a look at the map, and actually Athens is now down to 0 miles visibility. So it's actually gotten a little bit worse at the airport there, which is in Albany in Athens County. Most of us, though, not dealing with the fog at all. As a matter of fact, we've got clear skies across the majority of the state here this morning. Temperatures in the mid-50s. Tomorrow morning going to be very similar. For the kids heading to the bus stop this morning, we're going to warm up a couple of degrees here by the time we get to 8 a.m. About 60 degrees by that point. Mostly sunny skies, same as we had on into the afternoon, but it does warm up to 75. And that is the coolest day on the 7-day forecast. Speaking of Oktoberfest, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's going to warm up. We get to 87 by Sunday. So if you want to come out when it's cool, come out tomorrow. We have the full 7-day forecast, timing out when the rain moves in, and we've got a couple tropical systems to update you on. Right now, we're going to put this away, and we're going to toss things back to Katie in the studio, keeping an eye on the roads.
Right, let's get to weather on the go this morning. We're having so much fun with Buck out at the Ohio Expo Center, previewing Oktoberfest.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. Cam versus Buck segments are going to get raked up a notch today, so stick around for that. Let me step to the side. We're going to bring in the augmented reality graphics. Instead of the crane, though, we're going to have them pop up out of the ground. So once we get that set here, let's bring this up and show you exactly what we are looking at. You're coming out here this morning, or if you're just heading out the door, we're going to be dealing with a nice, cool, crisp morning. We have an update, though. Down in the tropics, we have Tropical Depression Mindy. Now, this just formed last night. It's going through northern Florida, Georgia, Carolinas, kicking out to the east pretty quickly here. So we're going to watch that kick out. Now, you notice out in the Atlantic there, that huge storm, that's Larry, Hurricane Larry, Category 2 storm. So tropical depression, pretty weak with some gusty winds and rain, but Hurricane Larry is going to go right up through the Atlantic, not really cause any problems other than maybe some choppy waters out on the East Coast. However, Hurricane Larry is going to dump several feet of snow in Greenland as we head into the weekend and early next week. Look at the sunrise. Just a beautiful shot here this morning. Hopefully you can get outside and just enjoy the nice, cool, crisp morning. We're 56 right now. It feels fantastic. That dew point in the low 50s. It's a crisp air, not that humid air. We're waking up in the 50s all across the state. We'll be similar the next couple of mornings. Then it starts getting a little warmer, a little bit more humid. So today, Futurecast is going to try to pop up a couple of spotty showers. You'll see those here this afternoon. It's spotty. Most of us are dry. But I want to put it on your radar so that way someone, if they get the rain, they're like, hey, you didn't say we're going to get rain today. Very spotty, very light rain later today. 75 for the high. Open up the windows to the house. Nice northwest breeze. Tomorrow morning, mid-50s in the morning. Plenty of sunshine as we get into the afternoon. A little warmer, 78 tomorrow. And as we head on into the weekend, we just warm up a little bit more. 81 on Saturday, 87 on Sunday. So today, 75, mix of sun and clouds, stray showers possible. Now heading into tonight, we're going to drop to a low of 55, and it's going to be a cool starry night for us. Heading into the day tomorrow, we get up to 78. Beautiful day. Real quick look at the Buckeyes forecast. If you're heading to that game, about 78 degrees at kickoff at noon. with Oregon coming to town, as just mentioned there, 81 for the high, 87 on Sunday, and then as we head towards next week, still staying in the mid-80s, maybe a little rain late Wednesday into Thursday. All right, it is now time for the new and graphic. We'll check out the graphic here. It is now time for the Cam versus Buck contest. There we go. So we got guests now. Cam.
Yes, we do. So to your left is Angela, and this is her son, Aiden. And Aiden, you're like a professional yodeler. You've competed since how long? Like, when did you start?
I've started yodeling 10 years ago when I was a little bitty 3-year-old.
All right, so this is our first contest for Cam versus Buck.
Okay.
We're going to see who can yodel better, and you're going to be the judge. All right, Angela?
Got it.
So
Have you yodeled before?
You know what? I have been with Aiden in the past.
Okay.
So I am going to put that out there, but you never know. Buck could be a sleeper, and depending on what song it is. So what song are you going to have us yodel?
It's actually a little thing we created. It's actually the Death Star theme as a yodel.
Oh,
Nice.
Star Wars theme?
Okay.
Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
So what makes it a yodel? Is it when you switch the pitch from going to that like head voice squeal down?
Yep, that's when you take your higher voice, which is the oh, and your lower voice, which is oh. You pretty much crash them together. Remember when you were a little kid?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you got those voice cracks, like, oh my gosh.
You want the voice cracks to happen.
Yeah, that's pretty much what makes the yodel a
Okay.
yodel.
So give it to us one more time, and then Buck and I will each do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay?
Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
Okay.
You can go first.
You want me to go first?
Cam go first.
Shoot. Okay. Yodele, 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 yodele. I went a different. Yodele, yodele. Dang it! I didn't nail it. All right,
All right.
your turn.
Yodele, 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 yodele.
All right, Angela.
I tried to go loud to get the
Angela,
reverberation.
and I have Ricola
Oh,
to
yeah.
apply to you. Who is better?
I'm going to have to go right over here.
Yes!
Right off the
Yes!
bat. Buck had
Yes.
it. Man, you're
And
a
this is
great
bet-
yodeler.
I've never done it before. This is best out of 3, so we have 2 more competitions coming
Yep.
up. Thank
Two
you very
more.
much.
We got cream puff eating and Steinholsting. That's going to be
Are you
awesome.
serious? Steinhoist?
High five,
Let's
dude.
do a stretch.
That
There you
was
go.
fun.
I knew he was going to have it.
All
He's
right,
a
Kurt,
natural
let's do it.
yodeler, guys.
Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
That's perfect.
Boom!
That might even be better.
Winners right here.
All right, get Katie. How
W.
can Katie do?
Katie's in the back. She's busy.
And she has pride. So there you go.
All right, guys, thanks. Look forward to your next challenge.
Cam versus Buck. We'll see you at 8. Let's take it straight out to meteorologist Andrew Buck Michael. He is live at the Ohio Expo Center, and it feels like it's Oktoberfest outside this morning.
It does. It feels good out here this morning. It is a crisp, cool morning. I love it. And we have got some fun coming up with Cam and I versus our next contest segment. We've got some beer hoisting. We've got some eating competition. Stick around for that. Let's bring in the graphics here and show you exactly what we're looking at. We had some fog earlier this morning out to the south and east. And if you take a look at the cameras here, Cambridge still foggy there. 53 degrees right now. But you look at the newer camera, and as Kurt was mentioning, a beautiful sunrise. Matter of fact, we're going to have a time lapse of the sunrise from the station coming up in just a little bit. Now, Athens is still reporting 0 miles visibility. I've looked at some of the cameras down there, and it's primarily closer to Albany, the southern part of the county there, more than Athens itself. It says Athens, but technically that's the reading from the airport. Those readings are from airports, and that's in Albany, just outside of Athens. Anyway, a little fog down. The farther south in Athens County you live, the worse it is. We're in the upper 50s, though, as you're heading out the door here early this morning, so a cool, crisp morning for sure. End of the afternoon, we only get to 75 for the high today, so a very comfortable day. We'll see partly cloudy skies this afternoon, about a 20% chance of a stray shower popping up and getting up to 75 today. Very comfortable. And as we move ahead into the next several days, we start to warm up some. We'll get to 78 tomorrow and then 80s for the weekend as it starts to heat up. We got a lot more coming up, but I will say if you're coming out here to the Columbus Oktoberfest this weekend, weather will be fantastic. Stick around for the full forecast coming up. Katie, how are the roads looking out there? All right, well, good morning, everybody, and it would not be Oktoberfest unless you have beer involved, and I'm joined with Stephen Lilly now with Heidelberg Distributing. Good morning, Stephen.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
So, I'm doing great. So what you brought today are the 5 beers that people would get from all the main trailers, correct?
Yes, that's right.
So what do we have here? What are the differences between all the beers?
So yeah, we'll kind of go from left to right here. The first one here is Hofbrau Original Lager. It's just your kind of easy drinking, lighter lager, 5.1%. Moving down the line, we have one from Polliner, their Oktoberfest Marzen.
Okay.
Very well-known German style. And then here we have Shiner's Oktoberfest. It's our only American style in this lineup. It's from Texas. They're actually the First Responder Friday sponsor, which is very exciting for us.
Okay.
Hofbrau's Oktoberfest. This is one of our most popular beers here. All 3 of these are very traditional in style to Oktoberfest. And we have the Dunkel, which is a darker malt lager. Still pretty easy drinking, still in the 5% range. So just a very good lineup of Oktoberfest styles and German styles here.
So, and I'm going to give you Buck's take on which one. So, I mean, I tried the first one, the original. So you said the Oktoberfest beers, if someone comes out, can't really tell a whole lot of a difference?
Yeah, they're all very, very similar, traditional German style, like I said. As you can see in the colors here, there's a little bit of variation, and that's just due to the malt, roasted level of malt there. You can see the Hofbrau is actually one of the lighter ones, but as you taste them, you can't, they're very similar in style, just because that traditional German style lull that keeps the ingredients so spot on.
Which one would you be your pick out of the 5?
I think I would definitely have to go with the Hofbrau, just because when you're at one of these festivals and you're drinking a lot of beer, you definitely want it to be more traditional, but I like that the Oktoberfest is the lighter one of the 3, so it's more easy drinking to me. It doesn't get weighed down, especially this weekend. It's going to be super nice weather. So.
Yeah. So I will say, of all of the 5 here, the Shiner has more of that like rich Oktoberfest taste to it. They're all very similar,
right?
But I do agree the Hofbrauhaus Oktoberfest beer, that's the full name, Oktoberfest beer. That one is, like you said, the lightest of them.
Yeah, definitely the lightest of the 3 Oktoberfest, and I would say the Shiner, you get more of that ingredient taste, because I think an American version of something like that, they've kind of bulked it up a little bit. Just that the Americanized palate is more hop forward and ingredient forward.
I like hoppy beer. So
there you go. Yeah.
And then the steins that we're hoisting coming up. We're not doing it yet, but the steins that we're hoisting are these big boys. So that's coming up here in just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
All
Yes,
right.
sir.
All right. Well, let's bring in the augmented reality graphics. Thank you very much, Stephen
cheers.
Lilly. We're going to bring in the graphics here and show you what we're looking at. If you're coming out this weekend, weather-wise, it's going to be a fantastic weekend to enjoy some beer, as you mentioned. It's going to be nice and warm, so as you're heading out, I mean, you want something cool, refreshing, and we are still 13 days away from fall arriving, and it will still feel like summer this weekend and early next week. So we're not there yet. 35 days to the Blue Jackets, and just getting closer and closer to those fall holidays. So today, cool days, you're heading out the door, stray showers possible. We will slowly be warming up as we head through the next few days. So by the time we get to Sunday and next week, it's going to be hot outside. And as far as rain goes, a couple spotty showers here and there. I mean, the best chance of rain is probably not till next Wednesday or Thursday. And even that, it's not looking great until the end of the week. So right now, Columbus, the sunrise has been fantastic, and we will have the time lapse of our sunrise from the station coming up in the next forecast here, but 58 degrees right now. Athens County's had some fog. Now, the fog, not a terribly big issue right now. It's been improving, but we have cool temperatures, a little fog to the south and east. We get to 75 later today. I mean, in my opinion, it's like a 10 out of 10 weather day today. If you don't have to work, if you're off, go play some golf, go for a walk, run something outside. Just enjoy it. If you have to work, take lunch outside. We get up to about 75 for today's high temperature, and Futurecast is going to pop up a couple spotty showers here. Not a lot, but a couple spotty showers possible this afternoon. And then tonight we cool back down. Mid-50s tomorrow morning, a nice start to your Friday morning. If you got a 3-day weekend coming up, it looks beautiful, 72 at noon. Mostly sunny. We eventually get up to about 78 tomorrow. So a little warmer than what we're going to be today, just a little, but still very comfortable. Now, the extended forecast, we're at 81 on Saturday, 87 Sunday. So you'll notice that heat a little bit more Sunday. The humidity goes up Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, also getting just kind of staying humid for us next week. The best chance of rain, not until next Wednesday, and that actually looks more like Wednesday night into Thursday. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on. Until then, just slowly warming up over the next several days. Very pleasant temperatures out here this morning, and we'll continue to see that heading into the weekend, just slowly warming up. So again, Cam and I are going to be hoisting these up in a little bit to see. We're going to fill them up too to see who can hold this up the longest. What's your guys' bet, Cam or me?
Buck, I got my money on you.
Yeah, I think on that one.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah, for sure.
Big, strong. Look at him.
He's got his
Although
T-shirt
that's a
on.
very weird facial.
Yes.
No, don't.
Okay.
Okay, you're looking.
Okay.
You're looking strange now.
Pretty nice morning in Central Ohio. We have a crisp feeling to the air as you get ready to step out the door. Couldn't be better for Buck. He's live out there at Oktoberfest at the Expo Center.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. It's going to be for Friday, Saturday, Sunday out here, but we're getting ready for the next Cam versus Buck segment coming up. They're filling up the beer steins. We're going to see if we can hold. We're doing two at the same time because we were worried that maybe one we'd be here for an hour and the show would end. No, I'm just kidding. It's going to be a lot of fun coming up. So let's bring in the augmented reality graphics here and show you what we are looking at as you're heading out the door today. The sunrise has been fantastic. Here's the time lapse of that from the station. I don't know if you caught this, but man, look at that. Just like a postcard this morning. It's been fantastic with these clouds kind of coming and going. Very comfortable temperatures as you're heading out the door here early this morning. A lot of us are sitting in the mid-50s. We have had fog in Athens and Cambridge this morning, far southeast Ohio, because that's where we picked up most of the rain yesterday. A couple rounds of showers actually came through the farther south and east you live. Athens is still at 0 miles visibility. Everyone else at 10 miles. So it's really primarily just far southeast by Athens right now. We got sunshine, a few clouds. We're sitting at 58 degrees here in Columbus as we get into the afternoon, warming up to 75 for today's high temperature. There may be a spotty shower in the afternoon, but the majority of us all stay dry today. It's the coolest day on the 7-day forecast. Looking ahead to the next 3 days, if you're coming out to Oktoberfest, weather couldn't be better for this. We're looking at about 78 for the high for tomorrow, 81 on Saturday, 87 Sunday. Starts getting a little bit more humid. But we'll dive into all of that coming up on the 7-day forecast. We'll get to the Cam versus Buck segment as well. We've got two segments actually coming up here in a little bit. There's the Stein hoisting. We're going to do the cream puff eating contest. A lot to get to. Katie, who do you think is going to win? Did you guys want me to jump up on the table and reenact that here this morning? Good morning, everybody. Andrew Buck Michael out at Columbus Oktoberfest happening tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and the weather couldn't be better for this happening. Let me step to the side. We're going to talk about the weather and then get to our segment number 2 of Cam versus Buck. It's going to be a lot of fun here this morning, and we're going to do some Stein hoisting, some eating as well this morning. I'll tell you what, sunrise has been beautiful here across central Ohio today. Had a few clouds. Just fantastic morning. We're at 58 right now in Columbus. Very dry air. The dew point 54. That's a good barometer of, well, I guess I shouldn't use barometer because that actually measures the air pressure. It's a good gauge of what it feels like outside. When it's in the 50s or even low 60s, pretty comfortable. When it starts to get close to 70, that's when it's soupy. Today, crisp. 58 right now. A lot of us in the upper 50s, and we'll wake up tomorrow morning pretty similar. We're actually going to drop to about 55 overnight for the low. If you want to go to the Clippers game tonight, they're playing 6:15 first pitch, about 73 degrees by the first pitch. Very comfortable down there. And again, we're getting later and later into the season, so there's not too many games left if you want to go check out the Clippers. Now, as we head into Futurecast this afternoon, more clouds bubble up. A couple of spotty showers trying to pop up as well later today. It's very spotty, but there is a chance you might see a little bit of quick light rain. 55 degrees for the morning low tomorrow as we go into the afternoon. Mostly sunny tomorrow. We top out at 78 for the high tomorrow. Just a beautiful, beautiful Friday here in Central Ohio. If you have the day off tomorrow, man, go play some golf or something tomorrow. Just beautiful day to spend some time outside or go to one of the parks. Now let's go to today's forecast. Then tonight, 75 today. Stray shower trying to pop up for us. Tonight we bottom out at about 55. Clear, cool night. And then for tomorrow, we get back up to a high of 78. If you're going to the Buckeyes game on Saturday, kickoff at noon against Oregon coming to town, about 78 degrees. We'll be hovering right around 80 most of the game there in the shoe. Extended forecast. We warm up more and pretty much staying dry till middle to end of next week. But 87 by Sunday, and then next week we stay in the mid-80s. And take a look at the 10-day temperature trend, staying above normal. Once we get through today and tomorrow, it's going to be above normal for a while. So hopefully you like the warm temperatures because fall still doesn't end for quite a while. All right, it is now time for segment number 2 of Cam versus Buck. We got to get that rolling.
There's the echo like Cam versus Buck.
There we go.
All right, so Buck won round number 1.
Correct.
Now it's round number 2. We got Wayne to my right, the Oktoberfest queen, Liz over there. What's the contest, Wayne?
This is a Stein hold. You got to hold them out like this. You can't do this. You can't do this. cannot do this.
You can drink it. Okay, but you got to keep your arms straight.
Arms straight out.
All right, so let's grab these, Buck. Now you have to hold it by the handle, correct?
That's correct.
All right, so I'm going to grab it by the handle.
I was watching him hold it. Never mind.
You know,
I was going like this. I'm like,
Oh, no.
all right,
I
on
was
the count
like,
of
oh, we
three,
can-
let's put them out straight once
All
you
right.
get it. You ready? 1, 2, 3. So how long have you guys been doing this contest here at Oktoberfest, Wayne?
30-some years.
30-something years.
Probably even longer than that.
Now, normally, is it 2 or is it just 1?
Normally it's only one, and it doesn't last that long for some folks.
Right. But you
Some
have 2
others-
very competitive people right here.
Yes.
I would have never guessed that.
We've got a lot on the line
Yeah,
here.
absolutely.
Now, Liz, what are some of your roles as the Oktoberfest queen?
So I will be here throughout the festival. Tomorrow night I will do the welcome speech and be part of the first keg tapping, which I'm looking forward to.
Nice.
And then I will be around for the race as well as the strength events, the celebrity cream puff stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, so I will sort of be around for all of the competitions and walking around, posing for pictures, that kind of thing.
Are you
I'm
shaking?
feeling it.
a little bit?
I'm feeling it.
Wavering.
We should have had a clock up to see how long we could hold it up.
Right. Well, I'm about to say we're at about a minute right now, right?
Probably close to it. Maybe we need a calendar. You guys look really tough at this.
We're holding it up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what,
I'm
Buck,
impressed.
if
I'm
this becomes
impressed.
an Olympic sport,
Yeah.
we might have to join
He's
forces.
starting to shake though.
See, I do a lot of running.
Yeah?
I don't do a lot of
You got some
gym
strong
work.
legs.
Yeah,
Somebody better do a lot of handstands because this is something else. No, you guys are doing great. We actually had the world champion here a few years ago.
Really?
I think he's still standing over there. It's unbelievable.
I actually looked. I'm like, he's here.
Yeah, he's over here too.
Yeah.
Now, Buck's got a little bit of a strategy where he kind of got it off to the side. Is that okay?
I mean, I wasn't that far.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking. Just keeping you honest.
We're changing the rules with 2 of you out there. I'm impressed, really. This is something else. We've never had this
We
done
have 20
before.
seconds left in the show.
Oh, really?
We're going to have to go to commercial break and come back.
We go out with a bang.
We'll go to commercial
Yeah.
break. We're going to have Jessica over here video it to see who actually lasts the longest. And I feel like I've used more energy talking, so I'm going to stop talking.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
Say, I'm not going to last much longer. My
Well, the
shoulders
winner
are
gets
giving
to
out.
sip 'em. Tick, tock, tick.
Speaking of challenge,
Yes.
last time we saw Buck and Cam, they were holding their steins of beer.
So they've been previewing the Oktoberfest all morning long.
Yes.
And they're competing. So we need to show what's going on. So they both had these huge, what are they called, steins?
The steins.
And they were seeing who could hold it up the longest. You're seeing right here.
We ran out of time, had to go to break. So during the commercial break, and I saw Buck's arms
They were
were
starting to
to
shake.
shake a little bit. Listen, these guys lasted way longer than I would
Well,
have.
they're both in very.
Oh, there, I don't blame you. That's
Cam
how it was.
All right. So, we were talking about it. Cam lifts.
Yeah.
He works out a lot. And
Yeah.
Buck is always running. It's 2 different types of
It is.
muscles.
It is.
He's got endurance. Cam has
So, by my count, I believe that's 2 challenges. Buck won the first one.
The
Cam
yodeling.
the yodeling, which was
Yeah.
very funny. And then, so Cam has won this
Right.
one. We've got the cream puff eating contest to decide the overall champion, I
And we're
guess.
telling you this because we want to warn you in case you're eating at home and you don't want to see this. Because sometimes, like, they did a corn on the cob eating contest last year
Right.
at Miller's, or
Well,
last
it
week
was
at
the
Miller's.
last week, yeah.
last week, and it was gross.
It's
There was a lot of
Yes,
smacking.
listen, speed eating, any kind of food eating contest is gross because it's usually going all over the
Exactly.
place and everything. Are we checking in? Let's check in, see how Cam is. Oh, look, showing those guns.
Wow,
Oh, look,
way
look
to
at him
rub it
showing
in,
off
Cam.
here.
This is so only child
I'm
of
just
you.
rubbing it in because not one person at the station thought I was going to win. Everyone's like, oh, Buck's got this. So Edwin did say so. That was kind of going for me. I had the underdog. That was a little bit of the fuel.
Yeah, you're at the gym, you lift. I will say one big thing that kind of threw me off is when I grabbed it. I grabbed it like at the bottom, and I didn't have like a good grip on the top. So that one it kept like slipping up.
A lot of emphasis on the pinky
Cam
there.
won.
I will say,
it's 1-1.
It's hard though. I mean, for people that do this, I mean, once you hit like that minute mark, you start to feel it. Then in the contest, but that means we're 1-1.
And I think we made it like what 2.5
Yeah.
minutes.
Yeah, 2.5 minutes.
I had to make it at least to the commercial break, so no one at home was going to see it.
The
but then we recorded
suspense
it.
is real. So we have one more contest to decide who gets the trophy in today's Cam versus Buck battle. And as you guys said, it's a cream puff eating. Now we both can eat. It's very fitting
true.
that this is going to be down to the wire.
We're looking forward to it.
I think
guys.
anyone could take
And
it.
hungry.
Yeah.
Anyone could take the cake. in
I'm
this,
going to
don't
lift
you
a little
think?
bit more, guys. You know, I can hold this for about another 10 minutes. Not that I'm bragging or
show
anything,
off.
but you know.
All right, thank you, Cam. That reminds me.
Well, the friendly challenges are returning between Buck and Cam, and it's all in honor of Oktoberfest.
So the Mjodel first, and the Stein hoisting contest was the second.
Tough.
It's been a tie now. These two are always up to something. Guys, there is a trophy on the line, and we
Serious
have
business.
the final competition to break the tie.
This is for all the Lederhosen marbles, guys. We are 1-1. It comes down to the cream eating contest.
Cream puff eating
Cream puff eating contest. Wayne, what are the rules?
Well, they're very simple. You just got to eat the thing.
All right, hands behind our backs.
Behind your back, you got to stay seated. Whoever wins gets the trophy.
All right, so are you saying
This
go?
is one of our favorite. I'm going to count to 3 in German, and away we go.
All right.
Eins, zwei, drei, cream puff stuff. Look
my
at this.
goodness.
Oh my God, this guy's serious. He really wants to do it.
Oh, the cream is
Don't you
getting
love
away from him.
competitors?
As is the plate I see over there.
I am impressed. I think you're wearing it more than you're eating it. But you're doing. Oh, someone's down to the crust.
Oh, you got
this
just
is
the plate,
actually
just
one of
the
our
plate.
very favorite events that we have at the Oktoberfest.
Uh-oh.
We have the celebrity. Oh, it is close. It is getting close. I'm impressed. Is he going to be at the celebrity stuff? All right, we got a winner. We got a winner right here, and the tie is broken.
But I have my face.
No napkins.
Can you lick it off, Buck?
No. Here's what I will say.
Yes.
The last contest we did was out at the fair.
Yeah.
I won that one. Cam's won this one. Oh. Which means we need one more to go, right?
We need one more Cam versus
One more
Buck
festival.
challenge.
Yeah.
In the meantime, let me hold
Here
this
you
in
go.
all its glory. Yes! Man, you know what? This is actually really cool. For everyone watching at home, if you've got an idea of what Buck and I can compete against each other in, send us a message on Facebook. I think we can get some cool contests for the winner.
You sound like the Green Day singer. It sounds like you're congested.
When
Is it
I
the cream?
come around. Yeah, it's all up in my nose. If I sneeze,
Hey, you know what? It's very fitting. We got to wake him up when September ends, which is Oktoberfest.
Yes!
All right, good job, guys.
Thank you guys
Good
so
job.
much. Again,
Absolutely.
Oktoberfest kicks off tomorrow, runs through Sunday here at the Expo Center. I can't imagine what my face looks like. You have a promo shoot to go to, don't you?
I do. I'm supposed to be there in like 4 minutes.
There you go.
Great
We're going to
job,
throw some
guys.
boulders at 9:50, guys.
Hey,
We'll see you soon.
I've participated in this for the last 4 or 5 years. I never win. Andre from the Mix 107.9 wins it every time. What are you guys filling in for me this year? Because I'm not doing it.
He has a good
Buck and I were
Marshall.
just saying.
Marshall's
doing it.
Oh, okay. Well, I would have liked one of you two to do it. Hey, he'll do okay. He's not going to win.
You need to give Marshall some tips and let him know the strategy beforehand.
All right.
Flip it when you can. That's the secret. Once you get to the bottom, I flipped it, and you get better grippage on the flat.
Gotcha.
I couldn't grip the bottom
I
part. I'm
can't
moving it all
take
around
them
the table.
seriously with their faces covered
I just
in
want to
that.
keep talking to them with this stuff all over their face.
Looks
Thank
like
you,
shaving
guys.
cream.
Things are heating up at the Ohio Expo Center right now. Columbus Oktoberfest now underway. Marshall McPeek taking his weather on the go to fill up on pretzels, cream puffs, and beer. Prost, Marshall.
It is Oktoberfest just getting started tonight. We have a whole weekend of German festival to go tonight. The music has begun. The beer is flowing. Folks are just starting to walk in the door, and there is lots more yet to come. Take a look at what we're expecting for the evening tonight. We already have temperatures that are very mild at the moment, and radar looks pretty good. We're not expecting much at all over the next couple of days. In fact, high pressure building in means we're going to have some beautiful weather from now on through Saturday and Sunday. We'll talk more about that in a few minutes. Right now it is 74 here in Columbus. It's still 77 in Groveport, London at 73, and it is beginning to look like a party here at the Ohio State Fairgrounds. So lots of clear air for the night tonight. You notice those temperatures falling into the 50s, so comfortable through the night tonight. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, some places might even want a bit of a jacket. In the meantime, not bad for the night tonight. Temperatures are going to stay in the 70s for the next few hours. Grab a mug, come on down to the Oktoberfest. We have lots more yet to come. We'll talk about the Gemütlichkeits. We'll talk about the cream puff eating contest. It's all coming up from Oktoberfest.
All right, see you again shortly. Looks like you're having some good times. Haley, thank you so much. All right. Time to roll out the weather. And Marshall having a barrel of fun for us here tonight over at Oktoberfest.
What are you up to now, Marshall?
You know, those mugs are about the size of barrels, so if you want to grab one, it'll be quite the mouthful to get all that down. The band has started playing. Let's talk about what's happening weather-wise for the night tonight, because we have a brilliant night in store out here at the State Fairgrounds. Right now, it is already 74 degrees. It's feeling pretty nice tonight. There's a little bit of a breeze coming through the open-sided buildings, so you'll be comfortable while you're out here. 77 in Gahanna, 76 in Clintonville. Obet's at 74 in Grove City, right around 73 degrees. So we still have a brilliant evening in store with temperatures staying in the 70s for a little while. We'll get down to around 68 by 9 o'clock tonight. And overnight should be very, very comfortable with nice, clear skies. Take a look at the map. I'll show you what it's looking like. Here's tonight. The temperature's dropping to around 55 eventually. That'll be close to sunrise in the morning. Clear, cool, starry. Just a beautiful night for tonight. It's going to be pretty nice out here for the evening as well. Here's tomorrow. Yeah, you're seeing a little green on the map. I think that stays dry. I think the model's overdoing it there, but a few clouds come by in the afternoon. Should be nice and sunny at the shoe with an occasional cloud. But a good weekend if you want to get out and do some yard work, because we'll be dry Saturday, Sunday, and even into early next week. We're dry, but it's going to start getting humid, especially Sunday, Monday, and even into Tuesday. The humidity is what you're really going to start noticing. Here's tomorrow. Sunshine, a little bit breezy. Temperatures are going to be in the 70s in the afternoon. We'll get to around 81 by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So if you're at the shoe, sitting in the direct sunshine, it is going to feel even warmer than that. Tonight, it is Friday Night Rivals on the CW Columbus. That starts at 7 o'clock. Temperatures will be in the 70s, mid-70s by kickoff, and in the low 70s by halftime. Going to be a big game with Eastmore taking on Marion Franklin tonight on the CW. Here's your weekend. 57 degrees to start your Saturday, getting all the way up to around 81 during the afternoon. Then on Sunday, the humidity kicks in. So as we get up into the upper 80s, that's going to feel more like 90 or more. The good news is it's dry for the weekend. Daytime tomorrow, 81 degrees with mostly sunny skies, breezy, little bit humid on Saturday. And then once we get to Sunday, that's when that humidity will really start to kick in, and we'll find ourselves getting pretty steamy. 89 degrees for your high on Sunday. Again, feeling more like it's going to be in the low 90s. And then Monday and Tuesday, still up in the upper 80s. Beautiful sunshine. We'll add a few clouds as the day goes on Tuesday. But then Wednesday, there's your chance for some showers with the cold front coming through, and we end up with some cooler temperatures by next week. Well, hello.
Hello.
Tell me who you are.
I'm Daniel Taggett.
Hi, Daniel. Nice to meet you. And
this is Simone.
Nice to meet you, Simone. Are you going to dance for us tonight? The band is fantastic.
All weekend long. So we're down here teaching everybody all weekend long. We'll be, doesn't matter if it's polka, Viennese waltz, if we go to the rock side, we'll teach the swing. We're going to be dancing all weekend long.
What kind of skills do I need to walk in with?
If you can make it to the floor, we can take it from there.
Take you dancing from there.
No problem.
So when do you do the lessons again?
Literally all day long, every day.
So anytime we show up,
anytime. Unless there's
look
wood
for Daniel.
chopping. If the wood chopping's going on, don't look for us. We'll be on the other side.
So there's stone throwing, there's all kinds of things, plus dancing lessons. Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Our pleasure.
Enjoy Oktoberfest. Everything is just getting started right now. There is lots more yet to come. We have a spectacular night in store here at Oktoberfest on the grounds of the Ohio State Expo Center and Fairgrounds. The band is going strong. We've not seen a lot of folks on the dance floor yet, but give it time. That happens, especially as the beer begins flowing generously out here. Right now, we have a beautiful evening, plenty of clear sky around central Ohio. The blue sky with just a few dots of clouds here and there, but otherwise, we're going to keep it that way through most of the night tonight. Still 76 in Dublin right now. Newark's at 77, Lancaster at 75, London at 75. So mild for the evening tonight. And look what happens overnight. Pretty much nothing. You see the map stays very clear for the night tonight. High pressure is in control, so that is going to keep us really nice, not just tonight, but also tomorrow and then on through the weekend as well. Temperatures overnight tonight dropping into the 60s. So here at Oktoberfest tonight, we'll see temperatures in the 70s. 70s all the way through. By the time we start out at around 6 o'clock tonight, we're still in the mid-70s, and we'll get into the upper 60s by the time the evening is out. Your weekend forecast is coming up in just a few minutes, and it is going to look really, really fantastic. I'll show you what it means for the Buckeyes in just a few minutes.
Hi, thank you, Marshall.
Right now, we want to send things back out to Marshall McPeek, taking his weather on the go tonight to Columbus Oktoberfest.
Yeah, Marshall, just under a half hour now from Viermeiler, helping to kick things off. Was ist los?
That's right. We're going to tap the keg in about half an hour or less. Actually, coming up at 6 o'clock. It's about 10 minutes from now. In the meantime, we got some running around to do. David Cameron is here. You're running the Viermeiler.
The Viermeiler.
What does that mean?
Annual event. Loosely translated, it means 4 miles. So we've got over 500 people, sold out field that are gonna kick off Oktoberfest. We're gonna go tap the keg. We're gonna go back out to the start line, and then we're gonna run a 4-mile race course.
Where do you find 4 miles on the Ohio State Fairgrounds?
You find 2 and you do it twice.
Fair enough.
Right?
Fair enough. So, but they come away with prizes. It's sort of a competition, but not really.
It's all about participation. We're out here celebrating a healthy, active lifestyle.
Okay.
Everybody, first to last, will get this awesome finisher's medal, and then they'll get a beer and a Bahama Mama courtesy of Schmidt. So, and they'll get to hang out here. Yeah. Well, we've mathematically calculated the calories, so if you do the 4 miles, you can come back and eat that.
And that takes care of all of that.
Absolutely.
So, this has been going on for how long? How does something like this get started at an Oktoberfest?
Years ago, Mr. Schmidt called me and he said, hey, we'd love to have something healthy and active running around to kick off the Oktoberfest, and we'd love to bring all these folks over to help us tap the keg to get ready. And so when the Oktoberfest came back to the fairgrounds, we started this, and we've been doing it every single year since.
500 people running around.
500 people.
Awesome.
And wait till you see some of the people drinking, trying to figure out what this is all about. It's a lot of fun. It's just a great way to kick off this weekend. We've got fantastic weather for it.
Tapping of the keg coming up in just about 10 minutes.
Just about 10
David,
minutes.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck today. Happy running. It is going to be a beautiful night for a run, if that's what you're inclined to do. It is still going to be about 74 degrees as you get started, and then later this evening we will drop into the 60s. But right now, wind out of the southwest, making it very comfortable. There's just enough of a breeze to keep it comfortable. 73 in Gahanna right now, 76 in Reynoldsburg. It's in the mid-70s across most of central Ohio now. So for the rest of the evening, in the 70s to begin with and through 8 o'clock. Then by 9, we're down to around 68 degrees. It will continue to be a very mild night as we go through the next few hours. Overnight will stay pretty mild, and you'll find that temperatures are going to drop to around 55 degrees. So it's pretty close to average for this time of the year, but lots of stars for the nighttime tonight. Here's what it looks like for the overnight. You see some of those clouds come and go just a little bit. Not a whole lot, but we are looking at mainly clear skies. Same thing for the daytime tomorrow. Middle of the afternoon, you saw some of those clouds come through. I think that'll happen during the game, which if you're sitting out in the sun, you'll be glad to have a cloud now and then. This is what it looks like. 62 at 9 o'clock in the morning. By 6 o'clock, we've been to a high of 81 and back down, but sunshine for most of the daytime tomorrow. And then going through the rest of the weekend, it starts to get a little bit more humid. 81 for the daytime tomorrow. Sunshine, breezy, the humidity creeping up just a little bit. And then by Sunday, now it's full on humid. So that 89 is going to feel more like it's in the low 90s, but we'll still have plenty of sunshine, and that's going to be a very warm breeze coming in. Monday and Tuesday, pretty much the same thing. Looking at sunshine, highs are going to be in the upper 80s, feeling like low 90s, and then your best chance of rain shows up on Wednesday. That'll be a cold front coming in to give us that chance for showers. In the meantime, a beautiful weekend and a fantastic night for Oktoberfest, just getting started. By the time we see you next, the keg will be tapped.
All right, thank you, Marshall.
Yeah, let's get a live look at the shoe right now in all of its Friday afternoon glory. Oh, great day for some football tomorrow. Should be perfect weather, actually. Highs maybe around 80, 81. And right now, great weather to go grab a beer and a brat over at the Columbus Oktoberfest at the fairgrounds. And that's where we find our Marshall McPeek. A guten Tag to you, sir.
Good Tag. So what we have right now is the Alpine Horn concert is happening as we speak. The beer keg tapping is coming. But if you've never been out to enjoy all of the German food, there is lots of it tonight. So what we have is, of course, the Schmidt's Bahama Mama with the German potato salad and the sauerkraut. But now the pumpkin, because it's a seasonal thing, the pumpkin cream puff, the schnitzel, the Reuben, and pierogies, just because it's always a good time for pierogies. So plenty of opportunity to enjoy the food, grab a beer, enjoy everything that you can while Oktoberfest is going on. Right now, we still have plenty of clear sky across most of the area. High pressure for the daytime has given us this fantastic, really wonderful blue sky. Just a few clouds here and there, but most of it pretty nice. Delaware's at 79 right now. It's 73 in Mount Vernon, Groveport, and Lancaster, both in the mid-70s. We're going to stay in that range for the next few hours, and then we'll cool off overnight into the 50s. Look at this nice clear sky happening right now. That will be for the rest of the night. That high pressure staying in the area, keeping it pretty nice all the way into tomorrow morning. Could get a few clouds tomorrow, but for the most part, looking pretty nice for the afternoon with plenty of beautiful sunshine. We're going to see those temperatures starting out in the 70s this evening, and we will drop into the 60s by the time we get into the later part of the night tonight. So grab a mug, come out and enjoy Oktoberfest at the Ohio State Expo Center and Fairgrounds.
Marshall, thank you, Miles.
Hey, you know what goes great with football? I've heard.
You've heard.
I've heard beer goes well with football.
And pretzels?
And pretzels too. Pretzels too. And Marshall McPeek as well.
Hey.
Surrounded by all sorts of goodies over there at Oktoberfest.
Maybe a Bahama Mama to go with that. Maybe some Alpine horns to celebrate. All of it. Kyle Schmidt can tell you all about that. Fifth generation Schmidt getting into the Oktoberfest spirit. But we're going to throw some stuff.
Yeah.
You pronounce it for me.
We have the 2021 Gemütlichkeit Games Strongman competition.
So what happens? We're literally throwing stones.
Yeah, that's one of them, right? So we have 5 different games. One of them is a stone toss, where we have athletes throwing stones up to 180 pounds to see the distance that they can get. And then we have a few other ones, stone lifting. We have some keg press, keg toss, and keg hold as well.
I hear there's a 500-pound stone there.
Yeah, it's actually 508 pounds.
Oh.
So it's called the Steinheben, and it's a Bavarian stone lift, and it dates back hundreds of years ago, where they would go to these pubs and they'd challenge each other over some drinks to see who could lift these heavy stones. So the athletes are going to get up on a platform and see how high they can lift this 508-pound stone.
Kyle, we appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Enjoy Oktoberfest. We appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
It is a beautiful night here. They are literally just about to tap the official keg for Oktoberfest in the next minute or so. And as they do it, it is all officially on. Right now, it is still around 73 degrees here in Columbus. Not much of a breeze, but just enough to really give you a little bit more comfortable conditions. 78 in Westerville, 75 in Reynoldsburg. It's 77 in Dublin. Out here at the fairgrounds, we're also in the 70s, and it feels pretty nice out here right now. So for the rest of the evening, by 8 o'clock, we're still at 71 degrees, and we'll drop to 68 by 9 o'clock tonight. So mainly clear skies. It's going to stay pretty nice as we go through the next few hours. You're on TV. Awesome. So here's what's happening tonight. We're going to get down to around 55 degrees, mainly clear. Come on through. Mainly clear. It's starry and beautiful tonight. And as we go through the day tomorrow, we start out clear. A few clouds show up in the afternoon. And then once we get into the evening, you'll see more of that clear sky again. So it should be beautiful during the game tomorrow, and then nice for the night tomorrow. Once we get into the rest of the weekend, it does start to get pretty humid. So 79 degrees by 2 o'clock tomorrow. So once you're into the game, then getting up to around 81 by 4 o'clock in the afternoon. You'll notice the humidity starting to creep in a little bit by Saturday, and then much more so once we get into Sunday. For Friday night rivals tonight, temperatures in the mid-70s at kickoff, and then getting to around 71 during halftime. It should be in the 60s by the time the games are over tonight across a lot of central Ohio. So going into the weekend, looking pretty good for us. Tonight we will drop down to around 55 degrees. Tomorrow your high around 81 with plenty of sunshine. Another beautiful day, but a little bit more humid getting into the afternoon. Sunday, the humidity really kicks in. We get to around 89 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. That breeze is going to be pretty warm, and then it's going to feel more like it's in the low 90s. Getting into Monday and Tuesday, still in the upper 80s, feeling like low 90s, and then a chance for rain on Wednesday. Wednesday's high around 83 degrees. So it is still going to be very warm for us this weekend, but then we'll get into some milder temperatures by the time we get into the rest of the week. We still have some Bahama Mamas and some keg tapping to do. We'll be back in a little while from the Oktoberfest.
It is time to talk weather on this Friday night. Let's send it over to Marshall McPeek. He is live at the Columbus Oktoberfest, which just started. Hey, Marshall.
Everything's just getting started. The band is just wailing away. And one of the things that you can hear when you're here, but it's a little quieter, are the Alp horns. And Angela Buckley is here. Tell me about this horn. These are really special.
Really big horns, right?
Yeah. So what is this, 12 feet?
It's 12 feet, 8 inches long.
Wow.
We play in the key of F, just like a French horn.
Okay.
But no valves. So everything that we do is with our lips and with our diaphragm.
So kind of like a bugle where you're...
Yes, it's very much like a bugle, just really long.
And this is, in traditional forms, just one tree that makes the whole thing.
Yes. And still today, with modern manufacturing techniques, the very expensive ones are still from one tree. You get a better resonance from that in a super deep tone.
Do we get to hear you while we're here?
Absolutely. We'll be playing over in the OD&R sections by the children. It's a little quieter over there. Yeah.
Angela, thank you so much.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
I hate to shuffle you off, but I'm going to ask you to go that way because we're going to talk some weather real quick. We have plenty of clear sky on the way for tonight. You can see that there's lots of that out there now. The satellite and radar picture is nice and clear. It'll stay that way for the rest of the night because we have high pressure in the region. That'll keep it very pleasant through the evening tonight. 77 in Delaware right now. 72 in Mount Vernon. Lancaster's at 73. We will stay in the 70s for the next couple of hours, and then after that we'll begin to drop into the 60s, eventually getting into the 50s overnight tonight. Here's what it looks like by about 1 to 3 a.m. You start seeing some of those beautiful clear skies, lots of stars during the overnight hours. The humidity is relatively low, so not a whole lot of issues during the overnight hours tonight. But as we go through the next several hours, you're still going to have plenty of beautiful weather to enjoy Oktoberfest. We'll be in the 60s tonight by 10 o'clock, and then overnight dropping into the 50s. I'll show you what it looks like for the weekend, including for the Buckeyes, in just a few minutes.
We'll get you to Yodel, too. Marshall, thanks. Columbus Oktoberfest starts tonight, and Marshall McPeek is there.
Boy, let me tell you, it is loud out here, but I have some faces you may recognize. Maria and Jackie are both here, and so Weekend GDC is represented out here. You're eating cream puffs.
That's right.
Now, you've both done this.
You're right.
I'm looking for technique.
What we've heard is not follow what I do, because I bring like a fork out or something so that I eats too cleanly. You gotta get in there to win it. Thanks, Plan. You're the ringer.
Okay, so wait, what?
You are our ringer, so we expect you to win it.
Am I doing this?
Yes, you're a special guest.
Okay, turns out I'm eating cream puffs. I'm never opposed to that, mind you.
It's delicious, and again, it's all for a great cause because it'll go to Pelotonia this year once again. So we need to win.
Yeah, winning. We're not competitive in the
So
least.
please be hungry, Marshall. We need to win.
Does that look like that's ever been a problem? I mean, seriously. So the best part about Oktoberfest is it's not just the cream puffs. There's the music. There's the dancing.
Right.
The food of other types is really fantastic. You can even go into a whole, we'll call it a store over there. I mean,
And you can shop.
And this goes on all weekend, so you can enjoy coming out to Oktoberfest, not just tonight, but also throughout the weekend. I will see you ladies in a
just
few
a little
minutes.
bit. All right, 7:30.
All right, let's talk about what's happening tomorrow weather-wise. We have a whole bunch of beautiful blue sky on the way. We'll find temperatures starting tomorrow in the 60s. By the time we get to late in the afternoon, we'll be up to around 81, back down to 80 degrees by 6 o'clock in the evening. So for the Buckeyes tomorrow, it's going to be a hot, steamy day in the shoe. For tonight, we're still looking at a great night for high school football. On the CW Columbus, happening as we speak, is Eastmore taking on Marion Franklin. Temperatures are in the low 70s for them. Getting through the daytime tomorrow, we'll find plenty of blue sky, lots of high pressure in the area. There will be a few clouds. And that green that you see there, I'm not buying into that. I think that's overdoing it a little bit. But there will be a little band of clouds that comes through during the afternoon. If you're sitting in the hot sun all afternoon, you'd be glad to have that. In the meantime, your daytime tomorrow gets to around 81 degrees, just a little bit of humidity. It really starts to get humid by the time we get to Sunday. We'll talk more about your weekend from Oktoberfest when we come back.
Okay, let's check in once more with Marshall. He is live at Oktoberfest. Hey, Marshall.
It is beautiful. It's a perfect evening to be out at Oktoberfest. We're at the Ohio Expo Center and Fairgrounds. 81 degrees for your daytime tomorrow. The humidity kicks in just a little bit. By the time we get to Sunday, then it starts to really get humid. You'll notice that that 89 feels more like it's in the low 90s, and then it's still going to be hot and humid. Once we get into Monday and Tuesday, temperatures are still in the upper 80s, still humid, and we're going to have to deal with a little bit of that all the way into Wednesday. But Wednesday, a cold front comes through. That is going to give us a little bit of rain and some slightly cooler temperatures for the rest of the week. Adam, Oktoberfest is on. It's on all weekends.
Cheers. Chug, chug, chug.